time, 5-minute time period. No one is allowed to speak from their seats. Watch your words, no curse words, because there are kids watching this program in order to do school projects. And no recording from your seats, only from the curtain area. So again, if you would like to speak, you have to go back there to the microphone. You have 5 minutes. It's a one-time 5-minute time period. No comments from the public, no speaking from your seats, no curse words, and no recording from your seats. We can't proceed. You know, you have to go to the mic if you want to speak.
May I approach the microphone?
The microphone.
Okay. Last time you started my time before I was recognized, don't do that. And I have proof of it. Don't do it again. By law, you're supposed to start my time after I speak my name. So thank you. And that's why we're both laughing about it, because you guys know you can start my time.
I like smiling.
Cristo, Middlesex County. Now you can start my time. I heard him click it real quick. So one thing I just heard is, first of all, yes, people can curse. It's people's First Amendment right. The last time I was here, I'd like to say, I rewatched the video and I noticed the moment my time was done, I wasn't given a chance to walk away. The Woodbridge cops were already coming, like they were already ordered to kick me out. I don't like that. I'm happy Councilman Spiller showed up today, because recently Councilman Anderson, he said a lie on Facebook. He lied that I called him the N-word, even though I have a video proving I never called him the N-word. I also have a screenshot in Councilman Anderson's own words. He claims that Councilman Spiller was behind him. So now that Councilman Spiller is here today, I would like to address Councilman Spiller, and I would like Councilman Spiller to say for the record, we all know it never happened, but did Councilman Anderson lie that you were behind him, Spiller? We would like.
You have to go to the council president. You can't ask any.
Council President, can you ask Councilman Spiller to answer? If he was.
I can't ask him to answer. He doesn't
Okay,
want
you know why he doesn't want to answer? Because it would expose the Woodbridge Democrats are liars. None of these Woodbridge Democrats up here have the integrity to even call out Councilman Anderson for his lie that put a New Jersey resident's life at risk. Okay? If I was Councilman Spiller, I'd say it right away. Fikar, the last time, Fikar, zero integrity. Fikar, he said his son's a police officer. He shouldn't have even got involved. But at the end of the day, Councilman Anderson, I have posts that you like. People on those posts say off with the pigs. There's other posts that promote killing cops. You like these posts. I have proof that you like these postings. You've attacked military veterans, disabled people, and disabled military veterans. You should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, how any of you can even just stand up there and not say anything. Now I understand how Jimmy Dabrowski, how he feels some of the times when he does come out. Even though Jimmy Dabrowski can be ridiculous at times, I mean, there are other times where he does make some good points. Maybe if he wasn't so ridiculous, the way he acts, more people would listen to him and gravitate toward him, whatever, and I wish he stops acting like a radical a little bit. I think he would defend his community. Unlike that coward with zero integrity. Oh, and also Jimmy Dabrowski, please don't stop protecting politicians. You can't protect your community and defend politicians at the same time. It doesn't work that way, brother. So when people come in here to call out Councilman Anderson for wanting to destroy Lincoln Annex School and put Hispanic kids on contaminated property where they can develop cancer, Jimmy Dabrowski, you have no right to tell me that because of Councilman Anderson's skin color, I shouldn't walk in here. That's what Jimmy Dabrowski says. Because Councilman Anderson is the first black councilman in Woodbridge. So Jimmy, I ask you this question. If Councilman Anderson starts going around cutting off people's heads in this community, I'm going to ask a rhetorical, hypothetical question. If Councilman Anderson walks around this community raping women and cutting off people's heads, should we stay silent because of the color of his skin? That is a legitimate hypothetical question. You cannot interrupt me. Lozman versus Riviera Beach Supreme Court ruling, you cannot interrupt me when I have the floor. I do have the floor right now, and I will repeat it again. If Councilman Anderson was going around raping women and wanting to cut off people's heads, should we not call him out for it because of the color of his skin? Because of this, what's going on? I'm Christian. I don't care Democrat. I don't care Republican. the way all you people are acting, pandering to your voters, and not coming out and calling out evil when evil should be called out. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Here comes Coughlin, Congress, I believe he's a congressman. I just had to say that because you're a celebrity in the area. I don't got nothing against you. Don't worry, Coughlin. I'm not here for you. I'm here for Anderson. And if Spillar had any integrity, he would come out and say, hey, I know Councilman Anderson said I was behind him, and you know what? I was never behind him. And how could I hear you say something when I was never behind him and you never said it at all? But you see, Spillar having zero integrity and loyalty to the Democratic Party. I know you supposedly graduated from the police academy. If you had any integrity in your body, you would call him out that he put a New Jersey resident's life at risk. Screw the Democratic Party, screw the Republican Party, and start standing up for we the people. Start standing up for your constituents. Now, I'm gonna walk away from here and continue recording, but the cops cannot remove me completely from this meeting. And I'm
I just want to clarify one point that Mr. Christos made. He makes a comment about a Facebook post that I liked, and I didn't know what he meant. So I just want to clarify that because he actually put it out on Facebook and someone shared it with me. I like the post that my fraternity brother wrote the proper and actual coverage of what really happened in Newark yesterday. Started peacefully, stayed peaceful, and ended peacefully. He was referring to the Black Lives Matter, rally, protest that they had, and that it was peaceful. There was an article that was linked to his post, and in that article it stated, from the beginning, that it was the protest of George Floyd killing sprung up in Newark, New Jersey as thousands vented their rage after the unarmed black man died while in police custody in Minneapolis this week. While Floyd's death was sparked violence in Atlanta, Oakland, Detroit, Louisville, and Brooklyn, the New Jersey protests were peaceful. That was basically the beginning, and the entire theme of that article was that it was a peaceful rally. It was a New York Post article, and however, in the New York Post article, like the media does, they put a picture that had a person with a mask, a red mask, and in the background there was a poster of someone that had a character that he was talking about, a negative depiction of a police officer. That was way in the background. The article was a positive article about the fact that the rally in Newark was positive, and my friend's comment was that it was a positive rally. There was nothing about police or anybody getting hurt or anybody wishing ill will towards police. I have utmost respect for police and always have. So that's all I wanted to comment.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments from the public this evening? There are no other comments from the public. Can I get a motion that the public portion?
James Dabrowski, Woodbridge Barber. Nothing prepared tonight. I spoke at length last night at our Human Rights Commission meeting, which I left a little after 11. I don't even know what time it ended. Didn't feel it was very productive. There was 3 officers here who, to their credit, came and listened, but didn't want to share their personal opinions, as the one officer stated. I think then what's the point of coming if we're not here to share our personal opinions? I want to know where my police officers, my elected officials stand on these issues that affect all of us. You certainly know where I stand. I want to know where my son's teachers stand. I want to know where everybody stands. If you can, I said it last night, I'll say it again. If you can't say the words Black Lives Matter, I don't trust you. I don't. If you can't do the bare minimum and say that, Black Lives Matter, why should I trust you? That's the least you can do right now in this moment of racial reckoning in our country. The largest racial justice movement our nation has ever seen. If you can't say those 3 words, I can only speak for myself. I don't trust you. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but maybe you gotta look in the mirror and do better. At our last meeting, I brought up Councilwoman Nancy Drum's Facebook page, there was a comment. A gentleman said, "Our nation's flag matters, we should get that painted." And she replied to the gentleman, "Yes, I'm going to get that done." And the comments are shut down on the page now. Every other post she made, besides that September 6th post, comments are open. She shut the comments down on that page. Why? And then she says she can't recall it. She said, "Oh, I'll talk to him after. I don't recall doing that. I was here after the meeting. You didn't, if I said, somebody said something about me that wasn't true, I want to talk to them after the meeting to clarify." Oh, by the way, September 6th, the post was a huge American flag hanging from a crane. It seemed like me support for the MAGA rally on the bridge. Why would you post a huge American flag hanging from a crane on the morning of September 6th, unless it was to say I approve of this MAGA rally happening on Woodbridge Avenue, being led by a man who thinks blackface is okay, who says stop the building of a mosque near Ground Zero, disgustingly Islamophobic, who was putting up flags wearing a shirt that said "Just Stand" as a racist middle finger to Colin Kaepernick, putting up anti-black Blue Lives Matter flags, Gadsden flags. This is who you want to align yourselves with? And the mayor just put up a post recently about a new project that gentleman was working on, the corrections officer in town, near Moby Dick's on that little bridge, cleaning up leaves, putting up new flags, and, you know, the mayor is obviously on this gentleman's side. You'd think you want to distance yourself from somebody like this, whose wife was just suspended from her teaching job for supporting the blackface and holding the Blue Lives Matter flag with her middle finger up. My son goes to school in this township. I wouldn't want his teacher to support that. And there was somebody at the Board of Ed meeting last time who was defending her. I want to find out if that woman is still a teacher, because I will not have my son in that woman's class. If you approve of racism, no way. So I'm giving you the opportunity to clarify, Council. I don't have to speak to the Council President. If you want to ask Councilwoman Drum if she'd like to expand.
No, thank you.
Okay. Because you were pretty upset when I brought it up, and I see you have the same sentiments now. We don't like getting called out. Nobody does. But that's the only way we're going to learn and grow. And the way to deal with it is to acknowledge the mistake, apologize, and even better than an apology is change behavior, doing better. That's what really says sorry. But to say our flag matters and not Black Lives Matter, that's a slap in the face, and it's disgusting. Just like Blue Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, a slap in the face to Black Lives Matter, it's disgusting. And shame on you if that's your response to Black Lives Matter, any of those three. Or Flags Lives Matter, an inanimate object, come on. Like that, a piece of cloth is more important to you than black people's lives? Come on. Like I said, I have nothing planned to say, but I'm going to take my full 5 minutes. I'm going to come here every time. I told you that. I usually prepare a statement, practice it. Tonight I didn't do that, last night I didn't do that. But I'm here, I'm going to speak my heart and mind every time, whether you like it or not. Because my tax dollars pay you, pay for our police, pay for our teachers. I've been a member of this community all my life. And I'm going to fight to make it better. And Reverend Donna Stewart, my friend right here, she said, when you do this work, be ready, you're going to put a target on your back. When you do anti-racist work, racists are going to be mad. And most of the people don't think they're racist. No, but none of us do. Myself included, I have racist blind spots. I was raised in a white supremacist society. I'm a white man. And I'm learning every day and trying to do better. Why can't we just look in the mirror and say, hey, we all got to do better? Instead of saying, I'm not racist. Sure we are. Come on. We all have it in us. And we all need to make that commitment to anti-racism to do better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments this evening?
No other
I have to
comments.